At 11 a.m. June 15, 1992, His Holiness the 17th Karmapa, Urgyen Drodul Tinli Dorje, arrived in full glory at Tsurphu Monastery, his original main seat in Tibet. The Karmapa, the head of the Karmakarju lineage, is one of the greatest incarnating masters. He is said to be the embodiment of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times and 10 directions. The arrival celebrated the Karmapa's 33-year-long awaited return to his golden Dharma throne at Tsurphu. Thousands of people came to witness this elaborate welcome ceremony, to receive Karmapa's blessings and to honor him. Monks performed several lama dances and brought all kinds of precious offerings, for example, the symbolic snow lion milk in this scene. Karmapa is destined to become the 6th Buddha in the eon of 1,000 Buddhas. The treasure revealer Nyadak Nyang said, "Each moment he will guide countless sentient beings. Whoever sees, hears of, thinks of him, or is touched by him will be born in the presence of the Buddha after that life." A unique characteristic of the Karmapas is their ability to see their future rebirths clearly and to leave a prediction letter before they pass away with the exact described circumstances of the following birth. In the 8th century, Buddhism was brought from India to Tibet by Guru Rinpoche. He predicted 21 Karmapas to incarnate in human form, but generally it is said that until the end of the teachings of 1,000 victorious ones, the string of the Karmapas, the tamer of beings, will not be broken. When the first Karmapa, Dusum Khyenpa, obtained enlightenment, it was symbolized in the visionary offerings of the Dakinis, a black Vajra crown woven of their hair. The crown is said to be symbolically present above the heads of all the Karmapa incarnations, signifying their realization of the true nature of reality. Later, one of the Chinese emperors offered a physical replica of this crown to the 5th Karmapa in the early 15th century. Still today, the Karmapas perform the black crown ceremony with this replica to relieve the suffering of all beings. We witnessed His Holiness the 16th Karmapa during this ceremony in Boulder, Colorado. Born in Tibet in 1924, he was a highly realized and charismatic figure and had a large following overseas. His activity was vast, spreading the teachings of the Buddha throughout the world, especially in the West, until he passed away in 1981. On the day of his arrival, Karmapa blessed thousands of people. Tsurphu Monastery was founded in the 12th century by the first Karmapa. He saw Tsurphu to be the mandala of Chakrasamvara, the celestial mandala of enlightened mind. Being one of the oldest monasteries in Tibet, Tsurphu once housed 900 monks and supported 4 major colleges. It was also the seat of the Goshir Gyaltsab Rinpoches, the Vajra regents for the Karmapas. In square footage, Tsurphu is the same size as the Great Potala, the previous home of the Dalai Lamas. It resides at an altitude of 4,600 meters. Guru Padmasambhava predicted in the 8th century that Tsurphu Monastery would be the center of the activities of all 21 Karmapas. Another prediction reads that although Tsurphu will be destroyed and rebuilt many times, this monastery will be in existence until the end of this world. Tsurphu Monastery is a 2-hour drive from Lhasa, the capital of Tibet. Karmapa's birthplace is located in Kham, eastern Tibet, near Latok. The journey from Lhasa takes around 5 days by jeep and 1 day by horse. Rumtek, the Karmapa's main seat in exile, is located near Gantok, the capital of Sikkim in India. One of the head Tsurphu Monastery officials is Lama Lodro. Here he tells us that on January 1981, the 16th Gyalwa Karmapa gave to Tai Situ Rinpoche a protection amulet with a brocade cover and said, "This is your protection amulet. In the future it will confer great benefit." In this amulet, Situ Rinpoche found the letter of prediction about the Karmapa's future rebirth. Here is a copy of that original letter. It reads, "Emaho, self-awareness is always bliss. The Dharmadhatu has no center nor edge. From here to the north, in the east of the land of snow, is a country where divine thunder spontaneously blazes. In a beautiful nomad's place, with the sign of a cow, the method is Dundrup and the wisdom is Loga. Born in the year of the one used for the earth, with the miraculous far-reaching sound of the white one. This is the one known as Karmapa. He is sustained by Lord Dunya Drupa. Being non-sectarian, he pervades all directions. Not staying close to some and distant from others, he is the protector of all beings. The sun of the Buddhist Dharma that benefits others always blazes." His Holiness the 17th Gyalwa Karmapa was born on the 8th day of the 5th Tibetan month, year of the wood ox, June 26, 1985, in Latok, located in a nomad community of Barkor, eastern Tibet. His father is Karma Dundrup and his mother is Loga. Just before the sun rose, he was born without any difficulties. In the afternoon of the 3rd day after his birth, the wide-ranging sound of a conch shell resonated for about 1 hour. For another half hour, the tone of various musical instruments were clearly heard by all people in the nomad community. This resounding of conch shell on the sky and on the earth was a wondrous event. Before the Karmapa was born, a beautiful bird, rarely seen in Tibet, landed on the roof of the family's tent and sang a lovely song. At another time, a rainbow appeared over the tent. In this way, many wondrous signs appeared. led all the people of the area to believe that this child was special. When he was 4 years old, Amdo Palden Rinpoche from Kalik Monastery invited the Karmapa to come there, and subsequently he began his studies. Knowing that he was gifted, they set up a special throne for him at Kalik Monastery. The Karmapa possesses great qualities within his physical form, great compassion within his mind, and the knowledge of past and future times. On June 27th, 40 Tibetan officials arrived at Tsurphu to acknowledge that this child, born in Tibet, is the true reincarnation of the previous Gyalwa Karmapa. He is the first Tuku to be officially accepted by the Beijing government. On June 30th, 1992, His Holiness the Dalai Lama offered his final confirmation of the Karmapa's reincarnation, as it has been traditional throughout the centuries. In spring of 1992, he reported that he had a vision during which he was in a high place that was green, without trees, and was very beautiful. The mountains were not so high from the valley floor, and there were 2 streams flowing on either side, right and left. He did not see any people or animals, but heard the sound Karmapa in the air. As he awoke from this sacred vision, His Holiness said he felt very, very happy. Later, when the search party for the 17th Karmapa came to Barkor, the nomad area where he was born and where his family was staying, this is exactly what they found. Green meadowed mountains with no trees, sparsely populated, and 2 streams flowing down either side of the valley. These are Karmapa's parents, his father Dundrup and his mother Loka. His father relates to us, "First we had a son 21 years ago, and then 6 daughters. We really wanted to have another son, so we asked Drupan Karma Norbu, who promised to pray to the 3 jewels for us, and asked my wife to pray 100,000 refuge prayers. We also asked Amdo Palden Rinpoche, who promised to pray to the Buddhas of all times and directions, but asked us in return to offer our son to the monastery at his birth, which we did. We also prayed in Lhasa, in the Jokhang, to the Jo of Tibet. That was in 1978. In 1985, we finally had our son." His mother tells us,
"During the pregnancy, 3 white cranes came to me in a dream, offering me a big bowl of yogurt, a good sign, because yogurt is seen as something very pure, and also a letter stating, 'This is your son's recognition letter. Please keep this information as a secret until the right time will come.' The letter looked remarkable, clean and bright. I promised the birds to keep the secret, but I asked them who sent the message, and they answered, 'Guru Rinpoche sent us to you.'"
Sewang Rinzin, Karmapa's younger brother viewed here, was recognized as a Tuku of the previous Chulek Rinpoche by Dusum Khyenpa at Kampa Monastery, near the birthplace of Karmapa. This is His Holiness Karmapa's elder brother, Yeshe Rabsal. He also had an auspicious dream before the Karmapa was born. He found a conch shell, which he gave to Amdo Palden Rinpoche, who then replied, "Your mother will have a very special son." That evening, when he came home, his mother had just given birth to His Holiness. The father of Karmapa's mother also received a foretelling dream. He dreamt that he went to the parents' home, which was full of light, and the chariot on the top of it was not made out of wood, but of gold. The grandfather asked the mother where she got it, and she told him, "Guru Rinpoche gave it to me." Karma Munlam Yumso is the youngest of the Karmapa's 6 sisters. On June 29, 1992, Tsurphu celebrated their annual traditional Lama dances, honoring the protector deity of the Karma Karju lineage, Mahakala Bernat Chen, who is also the guardian of Tsurphu Monastery. Lama Tomo, viewed here, is one of the main monastery officials. He guided the search party when Karmapa was escorted from Kham. These mass dances were created from a vision of the 6th Karmapa, Tongwa Dunden. This vision was transmitted to him from the great protector Mahakala Bernat Chen. This year, the joy and excitement was profoundly increased due to the presence of His Holiness the 17th Karmapa. Thousands of people showed up for this splendid occasion. It is said, to have the good fortune of seeing these dances is a great blessing. In rituals such as this, negative energy, such as forms of ego clinging and obstacles, are transmuted and purified through the destruction of artificially created rudras or turmas made out of sampa. When Karmapa first took residence at Tsurphu, word of his arrival spread quickly. He blessed a continuous stream of pilgrims from his window at 2 p.m. daily. Now he has settled into a somewhat normal routine of daily blessings. In his audience room upstairs, right above the main shrine room, he continues to bless foreigners and pilgrims still at 2 p.m.